Welcome back, all my ghouls and goblins. I have missed you so very much. Come back to another journey into the shadows. I'm Spooky, and today we're diving deep into the abyss of history's most chilling chapters. Grab a coffee, grab a blanket, and let's unearth the stories that send shivers down our spine. Our first chilling stop is the twisted tale of Elisabeth Fritzl, whose life was held captive by her own father for decades. In 1984, her disappearance sent shockwaves, but her eventual liberation unveils the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable horror. But before we begin, let's set the stage. In 1984, in the town of Amstetten, Austria, a young woman named Elisabeth vanished without a trace. For 24 years, the world was unaware of the horrifying reality she was living through. On August 29, 1984, 18-year-old Elisabeth disappeared from her home. Her father, Joseph, claimed she had run away to a cult. However, the truth was far more sinister. Elisabeth had been imprisoned by her own father in a hidden basement beneath their home. Fast forward to 2008, when the shocking truth came to light. Elisabeth had been held captive, subjected to the physical and emotional abuse, and had given birth to 7 children during her captivity. It was only when one of her children fell seriously ill that the secrets of the basement prison were revealed. Elisabeth and her children were eventually rescued by authorities, and Joseph was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison for his heinous crimes. This case shed light on the devastating impact of long-term captivity and the manipulation tactics used by perpetrators. This case not only horrified the world, but also sparked discussions about the importance of recognizing signs of abuse and taking action. It's also a reminder that evil can exist in unexpected places, even within our own families. Next, we venture to the year 1950 to uncover the tragic fate of Timothy Evans, wrongfully executed for a crime he didn't commit. His story stands as a grim testament to the flaws within the justice system and the stark consequences of its errors. In post-war London, the year was 1950, and the case of Timothy Evans was making headlines across the world. The young man was accused of a heinous crime that would lead to a shocking miscarriage of justice. On November 30th of 1949, Timothy Evans walked into a police station and confessed to the murder of his wife, Berlin, and their infant daughter, Geraldine. He later retracted his confession, claiming it was coerced, but the investigation took a darker turn. In 1950, Timothy Evans stood trial for the murders. His defense team argued that his downstairs neighbor, John Christie, was responsible for the deaths. Christie was a man with a criminal history and a disturbing secret. During the trial, the bodies of multiple women were found hidden in John Christie's residence. One of the bodies was that of Timothy's wife. This revelation cast a shadow of doubt over Evans' conviction. Despite the new evidence, Timothy Evans was found guilty and sentenced to death. He was hanged on March 9, 1950. It wasn't until later that John Christie confessed to the murders, including that of Evans' wife and daughter. The tragic story of Timothy Evans ignited public outrage and led to the death penalty being removed in the UK. It also sparked discussions about the flaws in the justice system and the importance of thorough investigations. The case of Timothy Evans remains a somber reminder of the potential consequences of rushing to judgment and the complexities of criminal investigations. Brace yourself as we unravel the chilling account of the Matamoros Cult Killing. This tale of a dark cult led by Adolf Conzoranzo is a chilling reminder of the sinister power of charismatic leaders and the depths of human malevolence. In 1980s, the world was introduced to the dark underbelly of the Matamoros Cult, a sinister group that would commit unthinkable acts of violence and ritualistic killings. The Matamoros Cult, led by Adolf Costanzo, emerged in Mexico as a twisted blend of religious beliefs, black magic, and drug trafficking. Costanzo convinced his followers that human sacrifices would grant them protection and power. From 1987 to 1989, the cult orchestrated a series of ritualistic killings that shook the religion. These victims were chosen based on their vulnerability, and their deaths were gruesome and calculated. In 1989, authorities stumbled upon the cult's activity when they were discovered mutilated bodies and remains in a ranch near Matamoros. The investigation unveiled a web of darkness and revealed Costanzo's terrifying influence over his followers. Facing increasing pressure, Costanzo and his inner circle grew desperate. In a tragic turn of events, Costanzo ordered the abduction of an American student, Mark Kilroy, to use as a sacrificial victim. This action led to their downfall. A raid on the cult's compound eventually led to Costanzo's suicide and the arrest of his followers. This cult reign of terror was finally brought to an end. The cult killings left a chilling impact on the world, serving as a reminder of the dangers of charismatic leaders and the horrifying lengths people can go to when driven by twisted beliefs. Nature's wrath takes center stage as we journey to the Lake Nyos Disaster of 1986. The tranquil waters turned deadly, releasing a silent but deadly cloud of carbon dioxide gas that claimed countless lives. This story humbles us before the raw power of our natural world. In 1986, the world witnessed a catastrophe that seemed like something out of a horror movie. The tranquil lake, located in Cameroon, Africa, transformed into a silent killer, taking the lives of thousands. The lake, a volcanic crater lake, held a deadly secret. Deep beneath its tranquil surface, carbon dioxide gas was building up over time, waiting for the right moment to strike. On August 21st, 1986, that moment finally arrived. A massive release of carbon dioxide gas occurred, creating a lethal cloud that silently enveloped the surrounding villages. Thousands of people and animals in its vicinity were asphyxiated and suffocated without warning. The lake disaster left an indelible mark on the region. Entire communities were wiped out, leaving behind a landscape of eerie silence and desolation. In the aftermath, scientists rushed to understand the cause of this mysterious catastrophe. It was discovered that a unique combination of volcanic activity, geological features, and temperature variations had led to the release of the lethal gas. Following the tragedy, efforts were made to prevent another disaster. A degassing system was implemented which involved releasing small amounts of carbon dioxide from the lake to prevent dangerous buildup. The Lake Nyos disaster serves a somber reminder that nature's power can be both awe-inspiring and devastating. It also highlights the importance of understanding and mitigating potential threats to prevent further tragedies. Each tale casts light on lessons we must heed. We're called to fight for justice, to recognize the warning signs of manipulation, to honor the resilience of the human spirit, and to respect the awe-inspiring yet unforgiving nature of our environment. There you have it, a journey through the most chilling stories of history, their tales into our collective memories. If these stories leave you with thoughts to share, drop them in the comments below. Do not forget to give that beautiful like button a very haunting touch. As we journey through these enigmas, let's remember the lives impacted and the wisdom gained. Thanks for joining me, fellow seekers of the shadows. Do not forget to subscribe and stay connected. And as always, stay spooky, stay curious, And until the next time, have a beautiful and frightening week.
Señor,